Hello, writers. I think we're live again. I'm Eva Derrell, and I really enjoyed my last week's pilot where I did about 15 minutes of writing, and I'm probably the only one here again, but I really wanted to do another one because I think it's a fun idea and it got me writing. Not that I really need much encouragement because I do write every day, but I think it's a nice opportunity to feel like I'm being sociable, which can be a problem for writers sometimes, I think. So today I thought we could do a little bit of free writing to warm up to begin with. And today's theme, which isn't terribly inventive again, but I decided to do diaries. So I'm thinking we can go for maybe 5 minutes and just write your own diary for today. It might be really early in the morning for you. I don't know when you're watching this. If you're watching it on YouTube, it could be any time of the day, at any time in the future. Today is the 15th of February 2015. But if you're watching it in the future, thank you. I hope you will pick up your pen and get writing. So let's go for 15 minutes or 5 minutes, sorry, and we'll write a quick diary, just warm up and maybe talk about how your writing projects are going, or how your day is going, or anything that's on your mind that you just want to get off your mind. So 5 minutes, I'm setting my timer, and go. That's the timer. Time's up. Okay, so I hope you had some luck with warming up. I forgot to make my usual disclaimer that I probably will write nonsense, and it will probably be on the internet forever. So it is quite a scary thing to be doing, I think, but I really do enjoy it, especially after I finished it. So I was looking through, trying to find an interesting diary entry to read, to give us all some inspiration. And I came across the Walter Scott's journal for 1829, and this was the entry he had for the 15th of February. And I thought it was quite interesting in that he's talking about his difficulties with writing as well. So let me read that out to you. February 15th. I wrought today, but not much. Rather dawdled, and took to reading Chambers' Beauties of Scotland, which would be admirable if they were more accurate. He is a clever fellow, but hurts himself by too much haste. I am not making too much myself, I know, and I know, too, it is time I were making it. Unhappily, there is such a thing as more haste and less speed. I can very seldom think to purpose by lying perfectly idle, but when I take an idle book, or a walk, my mind strays back to its task out of contradiction, as it were. The things I read become mingled with those I have been writing, and something is concocted. I cannot compare this process of the mind to anything save that of a woman to whom the mechanical operation of spinning serves as a running bass to the song she sings, or the course of ideas she pursues. The phrase hoc age, often quoted by my father, does not jump with my humour. I cannot nail my mind to one subject of contemplation, and it is by nourishing two trains of ideas that I can bring one into order. So I thought that was quite interesting. I think we probably all experience that feeling that when we're not doing anything and we sit down to write, it's often difficult to get going. Whereas if we're doing something that doesn't require a lot of mental concentration, like walking or taking a shower, then we often find ourselves full of ideas and eager to get back to work. So yeah, I think it's an um, interesting thought that such a prolific writer also had the same problem, and that it's good to stand up and do other things sometimes. But now it's time to sit down and write. So grab your pen again. This time we're going to go for 15 minutes, so we're going to have a longer session, and I'm thinking that my idea was that we would do a character's diary entry. So if you already have a character, then by all means use that character to try and to maybe delve more into their daily lives. I think that would be very interesting. But if you want to be more specific, I think given what we just read with Scott, I think it would be an interesting exercise to write about a character who's having trouble with their work or with something they do daily, with maybe their routine, something like that. So that's our prompt for the next 15 minutes. So I do hope you grab your pen, or that you open up a document and you get writing. I'm going to start the timer, and let's go. We have 1 minute left. That's the timer. Time's up. So I hope you got some writing done. How many words have I got? Let's see. I have 546 words. So that's not bad. How many did you get? If you're following along with me, writing along with me on YouTube, leave me a comment and tell me how many words you got. And I will be holding the next write along at the same time next Sunday. So that is 3 p.m. GMT. I'm not sure what time that is in each of the time zones, but you can easily find out. So yeah, I will see some of you next week, I hope, and keep writing, and lots of love.